The topic is loops. What is loop? Loop is a control structure that is used to repeat a set of instructions. Till now, we have seen many programs. In all these programs, when you run them, each step is executed only once. You come from top to bottom, all the steps are taken, but each step is executed only once. But many times, we want to repeat a set of instructions. So in such cases, we don't rewrite the instructions, but we write it only once and repeat the set of instructions automatically with the help of a loop. So the definition of a loop is it is used to repeat the execution of a set of instructions as many times as we want. Now let's take one small example. I want to print hello once. If I ask you to write the flowchart for this, simple, you're going to write it like this. Start, print hello, and then you say stop. Now, I want to print hello 2 times. What changes you're going to make to the flowchart? You will just write this print hello once again. You will say print hello for the second time. If I ask it for 3 times, you're going to say print hello 3 times. Okay, 2 times, 3 times, not a big deal. Now, what if for some reason I want to print hello 100 times? In that case, you will not say print hello statement 100 times. So, you're going to do it by taking the help of a loop. Now, when we want to write a loop, there are some major steps that you need to keep in mind. So these are the 4 steps what I have written that every loop must have. So first is we have to use a loop control variable. We need a variable and we have to initialize or assign a value to that variable. Second is the loop condition that tells you how many times the loop has to repeat. You want to repeat something 10 times, 20 times. So you tell that over here. Then what is the actual step that should be repeated? And you have to update the loop control variable to count. Now you will get clarity on this when I take that example. Now when we talk about loops, there are 2 types of loops. The first one is known as the post-check loop and the second one is known as pre-check loop. A post-check loop is also called as exit control loop and a pre-check is known as entry controlled loop. Both of them are meant to repeat a set of instructions, but they have some minor differences. So we will look at both the loops. Now, what we will do is, we will take that example of printing hello for 5 times and see how we can do it first with the post-check loop. And I will use a flowchart for this. Let's see how to do this. My first step is start. So enclose it in the rounded rectangle. Next, I will take one variable, the loop control variable. I will call it as count. You can call it as A, B, C, anything, but I prefer to use the word count right now. So the variable name is count. What is the process that should be repeated? The process that should be repeated is print hello. So I will say print hello, hello in double quotation. Now how many times I finished printing hello? I have printed it once. So the program has to keep track of it. It has to count how many times it has finished. So for that we take the help of the count variable now. What is count initially? 0, add 1 to that. So this becomes count is equal to count plus 1. Count now becomes 1. How many times I have to do it? I have to do it 5 times. So here we put a rhombus, but within this rhombus, we use a new keyword called as while. While count less than 5. This means if the value of count is below 5, repeat. So I will take the line or the control back to what now? Print statement. So now what happens is the control goes back. So again prints hello for the second time. Count becomes plus 1 means 2. 2 less than 5, yes, go back, print hello. Count becomes 3. 3 less than 5, yes, go back, print hello. Count becomes 4. 4 less than 5, yes, go back, print hello. Count becomes 5. 5 less than 5, no. So now this is stop. So if it is no, I will just connect it to the stop statement. Now let's look at how this loop works in clearly. So first is I have a variable called as count. Then we are printing something here, some output we have, and we are checking the condition whether count is less than 5. So let's start this now. First time, what is count equal to? 0. So I will say count is equal to 0. Second step, what is the task we are doing? We are saying print hello. So hello is now printed on the screen. Count is equal to count plus 1. The next step is count is equal to count plus 1. How much count becomes up? Count is 0 plus 1 becomes 1. Is 1 less than 5? Yes. So if it is less than 5, it is going back. Now print hello for the second time. Hello is printed. Then again count is equal to count plus 1. Count is already 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 less than 5. Yes. So again it will go back. Then next again print hello. Count becomes 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 less than 5. Yes. Go back. Print hello. Then count is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 less than 5. Yes. Print hello. Then count becomes 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 less than 5. No. Since this is no, it will come down and stop. Now how many outputs I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how you write a loop. Now let's understand the steps. So I told you that there are some steps we have to use when we write a loop. Initialize, loop condition, then steps that should repeat and update. So let's compare with the flowchart what we have written. Count is equal to 0 is the initialization of the loop control variable. The second step, what is the condition? This while count less than 5, this is the loop condition. We are telling how many times we want to repeat. What is the body of the loop which are actually repeating? It is print hello. This is the actual statement that I want to repeat 5 times. And this is the update. Count is equal to count plus 1 is the update because every time you do the process, you are adding plus 1, you are counting. So these are the 4 major steps. Now we'll see the same example of printing hello 5 times using a pre-check loop. A pre-check loop also should have the same number of steps. Initialize a loop variable, loop condition, the body of the loop, and the update. Only thing is the way we write it is slightly different. So first is start, count equal to 0. Now, whatever I want to repeat, I will put it after the while condition. So now I'm putting the condition at the beginning. So this becomes pre-check. So what is the condition? Condition is while count is less than 5. If it is yes, the task to repeat is print hello. So print double quotation hello. Next, what should we do over here? Update the count variable. Count equals count plus 1 and take the line back to the while statement. You are not supposed to connect it wherever you want. It has to go back to the while statement. Now, if this is no, if the loop condition is false, it has to go to stop. Now, let's see how this works. So, first time, count is 0. The next, it checks the condition. What is the condition? While count less than 5. 0 is less than 5. Yes. So, now I will say enter the loop. It will print hello. Count becomes 0 plus 1 is 1. Then after it becomes 1, it has to go back. Then 1 less than 5. Yes, enter, print hello. Count becomes 2. Goes back 2 less than 5. Print hello. Count becomes 3. Goes back 3 less than 5. Print hello. Count becomes 4. Go back 4 less than 5. Print hello. Count becomes 5. Goes back 5 less than 5. This is false. So stop. So whether it is pre or post, irrespective of that, it's going to print hello 5 times. We now saw how to write the pre-check and the post-check loop example. We will convert them into C language. Now, when we write a loop in C language, there are 3 types of loops: the do while, the while, and the for. Out of this, do while is the post-check and the remaining 2 are your pre-check. So now we will just look at only the do while and the while loop. So we'll start with the first one, do while, that is a post-check. Let's convert our post-check flowchart into C program. Okay, how many variables we used in that flowchart of printing hello 5 times? So if you look at this code, I have only one variable, that is count. Whereas hello is not a variable. Hello is just an output we are giving. So I have only one variable called as count. So let's declare that. I now say int count. Next. What is the first step for the loop? We always initialize the variable count equal to 0. Then I want to print hello. Now that is repeated, it is within the loop. So here you start with the keyword do, no semicolon, put a pair of curly brackets. Printf, what is the task? Task is to print hello. Then after printing hello, we are counting, saying count equal to count plus 1. So I can say count equal to count plus 1, or in short, I can say count plus plus. Then comes the while condition. So this is written after the bracket, curly bracket. While count less than 5, now you have to put a semicolon. So this is how you write the loop in C language. So this is initialization of the loop control variable, the body of the loop, the update, and the condition. How does it work? Count is equal to 0, it enters the loop. Print hello, count becomes 1. While 1 less than 5 true, yes, if we go back there, it will always go back to the first statement inside do. So from here it goes to print. Print hello, count becomes 2. 2 less than 5, yes, again go back. Print hello, count becomes 3. 3 less than 5, yes, go back. Print hello, count becomes 4. 4 less than 5, yes, go back. Print hello, count becomes 5. 5 less than 5, condition is false, so it will come down. So if the condition is true, it will go to the top. If it is false, it comes down. Let's look at the output for this. Let's run this and check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I got hello 5 times. So if I want to do this 100 times, I want to print hello 100 times, I just have to change the condition while count less than 100. Now, this is how we do it with the post check. Now let's do the pre-check for this. What is the pre-check flowchart for this? The pre-check flowchart is we have the while condition first and then print hello and then count is equal to count plus 1. So the condition comes at the beginning, whereas in post check we had the condition at the end. So let's take this pre-check. So what I will do is remove this while condition semicolon and just put it in place of do. That's it. While count is less than 5. Now don't put a semicolon at the end of while because this is the starting of the loop. So at the starting of a loop, the starting of an if statement, the else statement, we don't put semicolons. So count less than 5. Now let's say how this works. Count is 0. 0 less than 5. Yes, it enters the loop. Print hello, count becomes 1 because we are inside the while loop. The control is built in such a way that after executing the statement, it will automatically go back to the while step. Then 1 less than 5, print hello, count becomes 2. 2 less than 5, print hello, count becomes 3. 3 less than 5, print hello, count becomes 4. 4 less than 5, print hello, count becomes 5. It will 3 go back. 5 less than 5. Now it is false. Now it jumps out of the loop where it comes outside line number 11, which is the end of the program. Let's run this. This also should give you hello 5 times. 1, 2, 3. Let's take another example. I want to input the marks of 3 subjects, calculate total, average and print them, but I want to do it for 3 students. We know how to do it for 1 student. Now let's do it for 3 students with the help of a loop. So let's go with the post-check flowchart. So first is start. Then I need a count variable. So I will say count equal to 0. Count equal to 0. Now, what is the task? The main task is input marks of 3 subjects. So I will say input PCM, then calculate total and average. Total equal to P plus C plus M. Average equals to total divided by 3. And we should print them. Print total, average. Now, for how many students I finished? 1 student at a time. So this is count equal to count plus 1. For how many students I should do this? I should do it for 3 students. So now I will say while condition. Check for how many students I have to do it and how many I have finished. So while count is less than 3. If it is yes, where should it go back? It should go back to this input part. It has to go and take the input of the second student. So if it is yes, go back. If it is no, you can say stop. Let's understand how this works. So first time count is 0, input PCM. Maybe I will say 60, 60, 60. It will calculate the total and average, print them. Count becomes 1. 1 less than 3, go back. Again, it will take the input of the second student. Maybe they have scored 78, 98, 99. So it will calculate the total and average and print it. Then count becomes 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 less than 3, yes, go back. Input the marks of the third student, calculate. Then count becomes 3. 3 less than 3, no, is stop. Now, convert this into pre-check. Pause the video for a minute, do the conversion, and then let's check what you have got. Now let us now look at the solution for pre-check. So start, count equal to 0. First comes the condition, how many times the loop has to repeat because it is pre. So while count less than 3. If it is true, then if it is yes, enter the loop. If it is yes, enter the loop. Input PCM, calculate total comma average, print them, count equal to count plus 1, go back, then 1 less than 3, yes, input. So this process repeats 3 times. Count less than 3, when this becomes false, it goes to the no direction and stops. Now the next example is, for 5 employees, I want to input the salary, calculate bonus as 10% of the salary, and calculate total as sum of salary and bonus and print them. You have done this for 1 employee at a time. Now do it for 5 employees using loop. Do it with post-check as well as pre-check. This is a practice example. Let's take next one. Now, I have some output over here. I want to print these things. How do we do it? So the problem definition is you have to print hello, learn, and then buy. So I want hello and buy to be printed once and learn should be printed 3 times. So now you decide what will come outside the loop and what statements come inside the loop. Pause the video for a minute, draw the flowchart, and then let's check it. Okay, let's check now. So I want to print hello once, so I will say start, print hello, then count equal to 0. Then what is getting repeated? Learn, printing of learn is repeated 3 times, so I will start with the loop while count less than 3. Print learn, count is equal to count plus 1, so only this process is repeated 3 times. Now once I finish this 3 times, it will go to the no part. So just before stopping, I am saying print by and stop. So I have shown with the pre-check, you can do it with the post-check also for this. Next, I have given one simple flowchart. Find out how many times hello is printed. Now this example is just to understand that we need not always use the count variable with count equal to 0. So I have made some changes over here. Look at this. I have taken x in place of count. X is equal to 70. This is the loop control variable. The condition is while x is greater than equal to 5, print hello. X is equal to x minus 2, the loop repeats. So you have to find out how many times hello is printed. Pause the video, find out. Now let's see how this works. So first time, what is x? X value is 17. 17 greater than 5, yes, it prints hello. X is equal to x minus 2, x becomes 15. Goes back, 15 greater than equal to 5, yes, again enter the loop, print hello. X minus 2 becomes 13, goes back, 13 greater than 5, yes, print hello. Then x becomes 11, goes back, 11 greater than 5, yes, again enter the loop, print hello. X minus 2 becomes 9, goes back, 9 greater than 5, yes, again print hello. X becomes 7, goes back, 7 greater than equal to 5, yes, print hello. Then next x becomes 5, goes back, 5 greater than equal to 5, yes, it is equal to 5, again enter the loop, print hello. Now x becomes 3, goes back, 3 greater than equal to 5, no, false, stop. So how many times we got hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times hello is printed. So as I said, this is just to understand that you need not start count with 0 or take the variable as count. Take any variable name, the start value can be anything, the update can be anything, the condition can be anything. But see to it, the start value, the update and the condition, these 3 together gives you the number of times the loop has to repeat. So it's up to you how you're going to specify the values. But for convenience, we either start with 0 or 1. The next one is a practice example. The problem definition is input any one integer and using loop print the integer 10 times. So how many inputs? Only one input, so that will not come inside the loop. And printing is 10 times, that comes within the loop. Suppose if I give the input A as 25, what should be the output? 25 should be printed 10 times. So practice this. Next, let's go to the next topic, that is the for loop. We have seen do while loop and the while loop. The next loop is a for loop. For loop is also a pre-check loop. Let's understand how this works. A for loop is similar to your while loop because it's a pre-check, but the way we write it is different. How is it written? Look at this. The syntax of your for loop is like this. For, open bracket, the initialization, the loop condition and the update, everything is given in a single line. So you have initialization, semicolon, the loop condition, semicolon, update, and whatever has to repeat, that becomes the body of the loop within the curly brackets. How does this work? The first step is always initialization. The second step it's going to execute is loop condition. If it is true, it always goes to the body of the loop. Now this is important. It will not go to the update part. From 2, it comes to step 3, body of the loop. Once it finishes this, it goes to the update step 4. Then again checks for the loop condition. Then again goes to the body of the loop, then update. So repetition is between 2, 3 and 4, whereas initialization is done only one time. Right? So let's see that same example of printing hello 5 times using a for loop. So how do we write it? For count equals 0. Count less than 5 condition, and this is count plus plus. What is the repetitive statement? Is printf. This is hello. Okay, this is how we write it. Now let's see the code for this. So I have int count for count equal to 0. Count is less than 5. Count plus plus. Printf. The message is hello. Let's run this. So the output is hello 5 times. So this is how we write the for loop. So initialization, then condition, the body of the loop, and the update. Repetition is only between these 3 steps. Now, the next kind of examples we are going to look at is more focused on the for loop. We call it as printing series. Let's look at few examples of that. The next example I want to do is print the series 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Now, when these kind of questions are asked, you have to identify 3 major steps. First is, what is the start value of the series? Next is, what is the end value of the series? And what is the increment between every number? What is the difference between every number? Or we call it as step. Start value is 1, end value is 10, step value is 1. If I identify these 3 steps, it's very easy to write the for loop. Let's look at this. Now, instead of using the count variable, I will use a small variable name called as I. So, what is I now? For I should start with start value 1. I is less than equal to 10. 10 is also included. And difference is plus plus I plus plus. So, this becomes printf. What should I do in the print? Print that number itself. So, this is going to be %d /n, comma, print the value of I. Let's run this. So look at the output. I'm getting 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Let's take another example. I want to print the series 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what is the start value? 2. What is the end value? Is 10. What is the step or difference between every number? Is plus 2. So how do we write the code for this? I starts with 2. I is less than or equal to 10. Now difference is plus 2. So I should say I equals I plus 2. Let's look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Next, I want to print is this. Print the numbers in reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7 up to 1. So what is the start value? 10. End value 1. What is the step over here? Is minus 1. So what is I equal to? 10. I greater than equal to 1. Difference is minus 1. So this becomes I minus minus. Look at this. So I got from 10 to 1.